Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's nice to have you. So today I'm doing a reading specifically for the ladies. This has no specific sign, so it includes everybody in the reading. So what we're going to be focusing on today, ladies, is just making sure that you have everything that you need in this year to manifest and bring into your life what it is that you're desiring. So if there's something that you need to change, if there's something that you need to add, energy that you need to add, a thought process, a mindset, we're going to consult spirit to see what that is and to help you to add those things to your life. So we are going to be using the Soulful Woman deck today. There. I'm going to be using this deck. And then I'll be going to my oracles just to pull clarification for any cards that come out that we want to get some information about to make sure we have all of the messages for that particular card. So let's get started. So thank you, angels, spirit guides, archangels, ancestors, Holy Spirit, for your messages for the ladies today, giving all of us guidance, helping us to understand what we need in order to manifest what it is that we are desiring and creating with you in our lives for the year 2021. So as I am shuffling, I want you to just to really think about what it is that you are bringing into your life. Some of you are bringing in love. Some of you are manifesting money. And so be considering that as you look at the reading and take what resonates with you. I want to thank all of you. Give a shout out specifically to the Leos. You guys are really a blessing. I love your comments on the last couple of readings that I've posted. I really appreciate it, and know that I look at all of the comments, every single one of them. I do look at them. So it's important to me that the messages that you are receiving, that I'm delivering to you, are really helping you to make changes in your life. They're helping you to create and manifest what it is that you want to bring into your life. And remember, when you're looking at any reading, it's important that you do something to make sure that you're solidifying that information that you're getting from any reading into your life. So you may have to add that information to a ritual that you're doing every day. You may have to say it to yourself every day. Anytime you think about it, you may need to tell yourself how happy you are that that's manifested for you. So any reading that you're looking at or viewing, make sure that you don't just look at the reading and say, oh, okay, that's great. Make sure that you do something. You create some type of action that's telling spirit that you are aligning yourself with the reading. Okay, that will help to bring that in, because if you just say, yeah, that's great, I like the reading, it's awesome, but make sure you're solidifying that reading for your life with some type of action. Because remember, time is fluid, energy is fluid, and so even though the reading is saying something that is great for you, you still have to do something, and you have to make sure you're in alignment with the energy of the reading, that you stay within the same vibrational frequency as the reading. If you change frequencies, then what is going to come to you is going to change, because your frequency changed. So if you look at a reading and it says that someone new, a new love is coming to you, someone brand new that you've never met before, and your ex comes back and you take your ex, then you're not in the same frequency anymore as you were before when the reading said there was someone new. You changed frequencies. You changed energy. And so remember that everything is energy. Everything is energy. So you want to make sure that you stay in alignment with whatever the reading is that resonates with you. So if you don't want to be in alignment, if you listen to a reading and you say, I don't like that, that doesn't resonate with me, then make sure that you are not on the frequency of what's being said in that reading. And say something physically or do something that says, I do not accept that. That is not for me. That reading is for someone else. And that does happen. You will listen to readings that are not for you. They are for someone else. And that person who was doing the reading, that particular reading, they didn't pick up your energy. They picked up energy of other people. So just keep that in mind when you're listening to your readings with anyone, if it's in person or virtually. So let's see what cards come out for you. The Soulful Woman Tarot. This is one of my favorite decks. It was a gift to me from a really good friend. So far, you have boundaries, fearless self-love, true worth. Wow. So the energy that I'm picking up is, it's important for you, ladies, this year, no matter what the circumstances is. You need to put yourself first. You need to love yourself. You need to have self-value. Talk to yourself. Tell yourself who you are. And set boundaries, because some of you have people in your life that are taking advantage of you, taking advantage of your goodness, taking advantage of your wonderful giving. Stop and put up boundaries. Learn to say no. It's okay to say no. Some of you, I'm seeing somebody that's babysitting a lot. Like this, whoever this is that has kids, they're calling you all the time. You have stuff to do, but you're saying yes anyway. Stop doing that. You got stuff to do. You can't babysit. Just tell them the truth. I'm sorry, I've already made plans. I'm not able to keep your baby. And go on and do what you're going to do. Say no. It's okay to say no. Some of you are loaning money to somebody all the time. You're always loaning money out. And it's causing you problems. When you need the money, they don't have it. And when you need to borrow money, nobody's got it. So say no. Unfortunately, it's not in my budget this particular month to learn out money. I have some things that I'm working on financially myself, and so I'm not in a position this month to loan money. And you can say it so nicely, just be your nice, awesome self, but let them know that this isn't working for you. Say no. Say no. Some of you have people that are coming over your house all the time and they don't know when to leave. Tell them they gotta go. Okay? Set your boundaries. When you set boundaries for yourself, what you're saying is that I love myself and that I'm taking care of myself and that I come first and that I am important. I'm important enough to be valued. My time is important. Everything about me and what I give is important. And it needs to be respected. So when you respect yourself, you respect your own time, you respect your own gifts, you respect everything that you give, you respect yourself, so does everyone else. And they will stop treating you like this, because this is an energy. Remember, everything is energy. And so if you're coming across this energy of people overstepping their boundaries, then you need to disassemble that energy. And one way to do that is to say no. No, thank you. I'm not able to help you. That doesn't work for me. No. Okay? So stand up for yourself and make sure that you protect your boundaries. Your next card is Fearless Self-Love. Love yourself. Put yourself first, no matter what. Figure out what your standards are. What's important to you. And this is all the way around your life. From romance, from career-wise. Let me shut this because my daughter's door. Let me close my door because I can hear my daughter making all these noises. So give me just a second. Close this door. Okay. Y'all, I got on my Walmart pajamas, so don't be talking about me. Relax. All right. right. So loving yourself, putting yourself first. Now, when you love yourself, you are setting up the energy for everybody else to love you, for you to receive love. But it first has to be with you. You have to start with yourself first. I hear people say, I'm so tired of people not supporting me, not being there for me, not showing me love and surrounding me with love. I want that in my life. Then think about how you treat yourself. Do you support yourself? Do you put yourself first? Do you love yourself? Or do you talk to yourself in a negative way? Are you too hard on yourself? Make sure that when you are thinking about you and what's important to you, make sure that you are giving yourself grace. Make sure your self-talk is positive. Make sure when you think about you and talking to yourself that you catch yourself and make sure that if you wouldn't say that to somebody that you loved, then don't say it to yourself. And that is the mistake that we as women make. We will treat someone else better than we treat ourselves. Someone else will make the same mistakes that we make, but we will have empathy for them. We will explain to them that everybody makes mistakes and that it's okay to brush yourself off, to stand up and try again. But when you make the mistake, you don't tell yourself that. You are not giving yourself grace. You are not having empathy for yourself. So the self-talk is just as important as it is when you are talking to somebody else and you're giving them the support. You give yourself that exact same support. Because if you don't support yourself, if you don't have that positive self-talk for yourself, how can you manifest that in an energy where it's around you and you're receiving it from someone else? You have to give it to you first. I always say, when I think about my past, when I think about mistakes that I've made, and I start regretting some decisions that I made, I remind myself that I made the decisions that I made at that time with what I had. And now I have more. I will make a different decision now because I've grown. I'm not in the same place. So I don't beat myself up about decisions or so-called mistakes that I think I made back in my past. Yeah, I wish I had made a different decision, but what's done is done, and I did what I did with what I had at the time. And so tell yourself that when you start thinking about what happened, you say, I shouldn't have done that. I should have did this. You did what you did with the information, with the skills, with the knowledge, with everything that you had at that moment. You may have more now, but at that moment, you can only make the decisions that you made with what you had. So give yourself grace. Have empathy for yourself. Stop saying to myself, I can't believe you did that. Why would you do something like that? That doesn't make any sense. Don't talk to yourself like that. Because when you do, someone else, other people, family, friends, lovers, they're going to talk to you that same way. They're going to say, that was so stupid. Why would you do that to yourself? That doesn't make any sense. And they do that because that's the way you talk to yourself. So make a pledge that I am going to be good to me. I'm going to talk to myself with love, just as I would someone that I love. I'm going to talk to them. I'm going to talk to myself the way I would talk to them. If you're kind to everyone, you give love, you are understanding, you have empathy. Do that for yourself. Make it a point to talk to yourself and to love yourself just as much as you would love someone else. And that is the best way to manifest love in your life. That is the best way to create an energy of love always surrounding you, because you surround yourself with positive talk. You have empathy for yourself. You love yourself, and you are consistently lifting yourself up. Because there are maybe times where there's nobody there. So if there's nobody there to lift you up, you have to count on yourself. And when you start lifting yourself up, when you start blessing yourself with your words, other people start doing the same thing, because it is an energy. And if you are vibrating with that energy, it's a magnet. And it magnetizes that same energy to you. So if you notice that people talk to you crazy, they're always being disrespectful to you, think about how you treat yourself and see if it's mimicking how you talk to yourself and how you treat yourself, and begin to change that. Begin to change your self-talk, your mental conversations. And when you talk to yourself, make sure it's very positive. Give yourself grace. That is the best way to begin loving yourself and allowing the energy of self-care and self-love to come into your life. All right, ladies, your next card is True Worth. True Worth. I know there are many of you that are manifesting love, and I will be doing love readings this week. When I finish this one, I may go ahead and get started on the love readings. You're manifesting love. There is no better way to manifest love than to, first of all, know your worth. Value yourself. No one else will love you. No one else will value. No one else will give you the self-worth except you. So know who you are and appreciate who you are as a person. Sit down in your journal, and you guys know I love journaling. It's one of the biggest ways to help you to stay focused when you're manifesting things into your life. Take your journal and write down all the wonderful things about you. Focus on all the good things about who you are. You're kind, you're loving, you're helpful, you're knowledgeable, you're nurturing, you are intelligent, you're business-minded, you're independent, you're focused, you're beautiful. All those things. Begin to focus on all the wonderful things about yourself and begin to value every single one of those things. You're talented. Think about the talents that you have and all the things that you have to offer this world, and value it, because you are worthy, you are valuable, you are an amazing goddess. And it's important that you know that you receive it, and that you take hold of that inside your heart and stand in it. When you stand in self-worth, everyone around you values everything about you. You will attract people in your life who value you, who see you as worthy just as you see yourself. It all starts with you, ladies. You have to start with yourself. So the first 3 cards, let's recap. Set boundaries. People who love themselves, they set boundaries. They don't let people run over them. First way you can start loving yourself, set boundaries. The second way you can do that is to love yourself by giving yourself positive affirmation and appreciating you, giving yourself grace. Understanding that it's important to give yourself that positive language and that positive conversation just as you would give someone else that you love. So if you wouldn't talk to someone that you love crazy, don't talk to yourself crazy. Give yourself grace. Use positive thought processes when you think about yourself. Talk to yourself in a positive way. Remind yourself how important you are. True worth. I'm going to read the card on this one. My true worth is intrinsic and shines from my inner being like a sacred jewel of love and compassion. So when you have self-worth, it's energy and it surrounds you. And when that energy surrounds you, it attracts the same to itself. And so you will begin to attract people in your life who believe you are worthy, who see you as valuable. That will work in every part of your life, including love. All right, so I'm going to pull from another oracle deck. This one, if you can see that. As women, we wear a lot of hats. We have a lot of jobs. And sometimes I think it feels for us at times, for many of us, that no one really notices all that we do. No one really appreciates all that we do. And I think that can cause us to feel unworthy. It can cause us to feel like we're not important. And it's important that you understand that that is not true, that everything that you give is valuable. You are valuable. What you do is valuable. And to hold yourself in high regard. Not in a way that's boastful, not in a way that puts other people down, but in a way that basically allows you to appreciate yourself, which sets a standard for others to appreciate and respect you. All right, so your 3 cards are everything you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. Everything that you've ever wanted is on the other side of fear. So after you have set boundaries, begin to nurture yourself, begin to value yourself, your fear will diminish, and everything that you are creating will show up in your reality because you're not afraid anymore. You're empowered. According to Greek mythology, humans were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, a head with 2 faces. Fearing their power, Zeus split them into separate beings, condemning them to spend their lives in search of their other half. So some of you making these changes are going to manifest love, are going to manifest your soulmate. You're going to create a space, create an energy around yourself that's just going to automatically bring him into your life without you having to do anything. It'll be effortless. You won't be doing it on purpose. Some of you are not in the mind frame of, oh, I'm going to do this so I can manifest my man. That's not what you're thinking. You're thinking, I am important and I need to really focus on that and need to realize how wonderful I am and how much I have to offer the world and how valuable I am and all the talents that I have, how precious my soul is. I am an unlimited being, and it is so wonderful to be here in this space as a feminine energy, giving my goddessness to the world, allowing those who need to be nurtured to come into my space, and I bless them. I bless them with my beauty. I bless them with my acts. I bless them with my talents, with my words. With all that is me, I'm a blessing. When you begin to believe that, your soulmate, the one, shows up in your reality automatically, just out the blue. this fine man walks up to you and you like, because you are so busy loving yourself, you're so busy giving and knowing that what you're giving is so valuable that you create the energy of love, and everybody starts to want to get close to you. They want to feel that wonderful energy that you're vibrating. That's pretty cool. Your next card, fall in love when you are ready, not when you're lonely. So this reading to me is basically giving you, remember at the beginning I said we're going to look at these cards to see what you need to do to manifest what it is that you're wanting to bring into your life. And it seems to me that some of you are manifesting love. And if you set your standards, make sure that you uphold your boundaries, love yourself, make sure that you value yourself, you're going to manifest love. You're going to manifest that person that is just for you. Because you are ready. You don't need anybody to love you because you love yourself. You would like someone to spend your life with, but you love yourself. You're content within yourself. You're happy within yourself. You are the goddess, the empress within yourself. And so you begin to manifest someone that comes in and adds to you, that adds to all the wonderful that you already are. So that is wonderful, ladies. I'm excited for you. Make sure you continue to write in your journals. Remind yourself how valuable you are. Write down everything wonderful about yourself. Don't focus on what you don't like. Focus on what's important, what you're able to give to the world. Don't take yourself for granted, because when you do, so does everybody else. And set your boundaries. Don't let anybody run over you. Learn to say no. Take some time out for yourself. Whatever that looks like. It may look like hogging up the bathroom and taking a long bath. It may look like, instead of going straight home from work, going to the store. You don't have to buy anything, but it's just having that time to yourself to walk through a store and think. Whatever it looks like for you, take good care of yourself. Give yourself grace. Talk positively to yourself. When something happens that causes sadness, comfort yourself like you would comfort someone that you loved. Be understanding of yourself. Be respectful of yourself. Always remember that, because we always take care of others more than we take care of ourselves. Take care of you, because you're the only one of you. And if you put everyone else first, what will happen is you will be last. And everybody that you love, everybody that's counting on you, they won't be able to count on you anymore, because you'll start to be sick and you won't feel well. You'll age faster because you didn't take time out for you. All you thought about was everybody else. You didn't think about yourself. That happened to me. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease when I was pretty young. I was in a really bad relationship, but I took care of my husband, I took care of my children, I took care of other people. I had a lot of responsibility, and I didn't take care of me, and nobody else took care of me either. They just counted on me to be everything for them. And it got to a point where I got really sick. so sick that I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. I lost a lot of weight. I weighed about 68 pounds before I was hospitalized, and my family was told that I was going to pass away. And that's when I learned how important I was, because I was going to leave behind everyone that I cared about. And if I really cared about them, if I really loved them, I would have taken better care of myself. I would have said no. Saying no didn't mean that I didn't love them anymore. Saying no means I love you, but I love me. And I've got to take care of me. And if I take care of me, I'm available to take care of you. I'm available to love you because I loved myself first. I know you guys have heard that saying, put the mask on yourself. In an airplane, if it's crashing, you put the mask on yourself before you put it on the person that you love, because you can't help them if you don't have any oxygen. You can't help them. Put it on yourself first, and then you can help others. Take care of you first, and then you can help other people. Love you, and then you'll be available to love everybody else. They'll get the best of you because you took care of yourself first. I know that's hard for us because we're moms. We put our kids first. Put you first. Put you first so you can take care of your kids. Because if you put your kids first and you put everything into them, your cup is empty. You won't last long. You will burn out. That can mean sickness. That can mean a lot. But you will no longer be available for your children. But if you take care of yourself first, make sure you're mentally sound, make sure your heart is full, make sure you're physically okay, you will have everything you need to take care of your babies, to take care of your family, to take care of your husband, and everybody that's important to you. Fill yourself up first so you have plenty to give. And when the tank starts getting low, take time out and go fill it again. Make sure you're always full, because you cannot give from an empty vessel. Take care of yourself, ladies. I'll see you later.